Have you ever wondered why being around too many people makes you feel exhausted? Even when nothing bad actually happened, what if I told you it's not social anxiety? Not weakness, and not being antisocial at all. Most people think getting drained in social settings means something is wrong with you. That you're shy, awkward, low confidence. Or worse, you just don't like people. But here's the confusing part. You can enjoy conversations. You might even be good socially. And yet after a few hours, you feel mentally foggy, emotionally heavy, like your brain just wants silence. And because this reaction doesn't fit the loud, extroverted standard society celebrates, many people quietly blame themselves for it. But psychology tells a very different story. And once you understand it, this feeling stops being something to fix and starts becoming something to respect. Let's start with the first key idea. Your brain is constantly processing social information, facial expressions, tone shifts, body language, pauses, subtext. But here's what most people don't realize. Not all brains process this information at the same depth. Some brains skim the surface, others dive deep. If you get drained around many people, your brain is likely doing high-resolution social processing. Think of it like this. A low-resolution camera captures less detail, but uses less battery. A high-resolution camera captures everything, but drains fast. Your brain works the same way that you're subconsciously tracking. Who feels uncomfortable, who changed tone, who needs space, who's masking something. Even when you're not speaking, your brain is working overtime. Not emotionally, neurologically. The thing draining you is the same thing that makes you emotionally perceptive. This brings us to the second concept, sensory and emotional sensitivity. Some nervous systems are wired to notice more sounds, shifts, emotional energy, microexpressions. Psychologists call this sensory processing sensitivity. It doesn't mean you're fragile. It means your brain doesn't filter out as much information. You're sitting in a cafe, one person joins fine, then another, then laughter from the next table. Music playing, someone fidgeting, someone else sighing. Each detail seems small, but your brain is stacking them, not consciously, but automatically. By the time you leave, you don't think, wow, that was too much noise. You think, why am I so tired? Because your brain just ran a marathon, while everyone else took a walk. And the kicker, you probably handled it well socially, which is why no one believes you're drained. Here's the big realization. You don't get drained because you dislike people. You get drained because you're highly attuned to them. Your brain doesn't just register interactions. It absorbs them. That's why you're often a good listener, emotionally intelligent, deeply empathetic. And that's also why you need space afterward. Not to escape people, but to reset your nervous system. This isn't something to push through. It's something to work with. So the next time you feel drained after being around too many people, remember this. It's not a flaw, it's the cost of depth. Now I want to ask you, when was the last time you felt this kind of social exhaustion? And did you ever see it this way before? Let me know in the comments. And if this explains something you've struggled to put into words, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one if you want next.